Thanks for listening while we took that short break here at Revolution Radio, freedomslips.com. And now we're going to get back to your host.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Cosmic Catastrophe on Revolution.radio. I am your host, Diamond, from the Oppenheimer Ranch Project. And joining me today is my lovely co-host and partner, Leah Shaper.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. Beautiful necklace.
Well, thank you. I think someone I know gave it to me.
Well, we've got a fantastic expose for you today on the radio program. We're going to be discussing some comets, and these are comets in modern history. And what I mean by modern history, in the last few thousand years, that severely affected life on Earth. The title of the show is Comets, Grand Solar Minimums, and the Plague. and what is the relationship between the three? We're going to dive into it. We're going to begin talking about the worst year to be alive, 536 AD, and the fact that a fragment of Halley's Comet impacted Earth and just may, have accentuated and or kicked off the Justinian plague, 541 and 42. So after we discuss that, we will jump over to a more recent event, which much less is known about. I think it has to do with the fact that it's occurring during a dark age here, and a lot of this literature from this time had been burned or destroyed. The 1347 appearance of Comet Negra, coinciding exactly, once again, with the Black Death, which killed half of the population of Europe from 1346 to 1350. Now, before we get into all the details, what I find interesting here is that the Black Death had already arrived in 1346, and the comet came in 1347. So right off the bat there, I don't think we can say the comet causes plague, but I do think there's a relationship.
Well, and then when you talk about arrival, you have to consider where you're talking in the world, right? Because in 1346, the plague was present in Asia and I think the Middle East, but it didn't arrive in Europe until late 1347.
And simply seeing a comet with the naked eye doesn't mean it's not there. It could have been there as early as 1345. It could have been behind the sun and we just didn't see it. And the same types of effects could be affecting Earth without our knowledge of it even existing.
Right.
Yeah.
But I will mention, just because it seems like a wild coincidence, that supposedly the comet was first noticed in Europe October 25th of 1347, which happens to be the same day that the so-called plague ships arrived in Sicily.
It's almost like somebody planned all this.
I mean, you know, maybe the coincidence, the specificity of the coincidence is more a result of surviving literature and how people recollected things even in the few years following. But I mean, it is, regardless, there is some kind of correlation. I think it's pretty clear between, let's say, cosmic events and plagues. And the question is what exactly are the dynamics that make those things potentially associated and maybe not always associated?
Oh, we're already beginning to freeze up. Isn't this wonderful? So the first thing I'm going to do is share the screen with y'all. And Leah, when you get back, let me know if you can see the screen. Okay.
I'm back. I can see the screen.
Here is the wonderful, this might be the cover of the video. I don't know. But we are not going to play this video in its entirety on our YouTube channel tonight because our Magnetic Reversal News YouTube channel has been demonetized. So if you want to see the radio show in its entirety, you'll have to migrate over to our Rumble channel of the same name, Magnetic Reversal News, which will be linked below.
And that will be up at 8 p.m. Mountain Time as usual?
Yes. So I'm going to put the first 5 minutes of this show and chop it right there where I said where it's going to be on YouTube, and that's it.